Why am I filming YouTube videos? I was just wondering about this. Is it because I want to be recognized, popular? Is it because I want external validation? Is it because I want to improve my ability to communicate? Is it because I want to have a positive impact on the world? What is it? I guess this is a point of tension for me because that should really impact how I approach YouTube. There's definitely some part of me that would really love to grow a big channel and that kind of thing. But what's actually my purpose here? And that's partly a question that I'm just wrestling with out loud here because I don't really fully know. Definitely things that really resonate strongly with me is I want to learn to be really very fully expressive of myself and who I am. And the thing is, that feels like it's at the core of it. And that, a part of that might be to help people as well, or have a positive impact on the world. But it feels like self-expression is at the core, which then puts me at this really, I think it creates a weird kind of tension in me because I really want to express myself authentically, but then another part of me wants someone to actually see it as well. Or for to have that shared moment across the internet with another human being, I suppose. So it's really interesting analyzing how my brain works about all this stuff and trying to figure out what the best mindset actually is for me to have. And is there a concession that, yes, I want to express myself, but I also want to play the game of how can I get views and this kind of thing. And I think where the tension also arises for me is I don't want to have a fake facade of pretending that I want to help people in order, because I know that trying to do that is gonna get people to watch. I don't know. I tend to overthink all these things. I'm a big overthinker. But it's not that the wanting to help people doesn't exist as a thing inside of me. It's more like it's a thing that I feel like it could get perverted in some way to where I don't care if it's actually helping people, but more the perception of being a good person, virtue signaling. Because here's something I've also been thinking about. Sometimes helping someone might not look like helping someone. That's a really tough one for me, a really big one that I wrestle with sometimes. And I guess that comes back down to the desire for approval being a big driving factor, even subconsciously, where instead of pursuing values, I might pursue how I might be perceived, because that might be what drives there's evolutionary reasons for it, survival reasons of being well connected. If people perceive you to be an asset, then they're gonna give you resources. But this is where my brain really kind of starts, I think, bugging out, because being really true to what I believe is true is an important value to me. But there's this kind of anxiety that in order to be truly ethical and true to what that means for me, that I would need to be willing to confront death for the sake of that. Death and poverty and misfortune, willing, not that those would happen, but, or even being outcast. Like if I had a really unpopular opinion about something, that I believe was true and beneficial to express it from myself, to my soul or whatever. And then that lands me in some kind of terrible situation. I don't feel that I'm expressing myself very well, but I hope you can understand where I'm coming from. And I think it's for me, it's a very humbling thought, because it shows me, in a sense, how far I have to go to be that ethical person, because I can feel in myself the like the no, I need to keep people happy so that I can still have a place in the world. So this is the tension that I struggle with or feel. But I think the more I can be introspective and process the true meaning of things and what I truly value, really sitting in those values should shift my perception and my thinking to more align with my values. Because at the end of the day, I think that perception plays a big role. The way you perceive things to be. I like the expression of, I can't unsee that. So once you've seen something, you can't unsee it. And this actually relates to addiction, kind of. If you've ever come across, I think it's Jim Carr's easy peasy method. He's written these easy peasy quitting addiction books. And it centers in a big way around reperceiving a behavior that you once loved as, oh, actually that's a disgusting behavior, that it literally physically repulses you because you've really taught yourself on a deep level and reflected on a deep level of what that behavior really represents. So maybe I wonder if that's part of the maturation process, to really deeply look at one's own beliefs and behaviors and see what goals they're actually serving. And once that's processed deeply enough, and deeper and deeper and deeper, and on more nuanced levels, hopefully that expresses itself on more and more nuanced levels. Anyway, that's all for today. I hope you're doing really well, and I'll catch you in the next one.